Mogul Motivation, empowering and inspiring entrepreneurs and dream chasers worldwide, 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. This is the first episode of the new year, the first Wednesday of the new year, the first week of the new year. 2021 has finally arrived, and I'm so grateful all of us have made it. 2020 was very rough, as we all know. The pandemic, the death, the uncertainty, all of the businesses that closed, all the dreams that were shattered. It was rough, and it's not going to be easy or instantaneous for us to shake the residue from 2020. All I'm going to say is I'm sure we learned a lot, though, from last year about life, about business, about chasing our dreams, and we can apply that to 2021 and beyond. This morning, I just simply want to say, whatever it is that's worrying you, whatever your anxiety is nagging at you about, whatever your depression is looming over your head about, the best way to gain confidence about something that you're not confident about is to just clock in. So for the people that listen to this podcast, in many cases, I'm sure it's your business, your side hustle, your career, or something that's a goal of yours that's causing this anxiety or is becoming a casualty of your anxiety, right? Of your worry, of your stress. Just clock in. I can be transparent as I'm always am on these episodes. A couple days ago, my anxiety was off the charts. It was through the roof. It was just really nagging at me hard. It was just telling me that everything I'm doing in my business, my photography business, my podcasting, my books, it was telling me everything that I'm doing is in vain. Nothing is going to work out. I'm not going to get to that next level. Even though I know it's not true, this is what my anxiety and my worry was trying to tell me. And it consumed me that day. But yesterday morning, I woke up, I prayed, I did my daily morning routine, and I clocked in. I just got straight to work. I started editing client work, photo shoots. I started working on my book. I started working on the podcast. I started working on everything that's relevant to my business. I just clocked in. I put my headphones on, and I just went at it. And it was a very productive day. And today I feel 10 times better than I did the other day. I feel so powerful right now because I clocked in. So that's what you have to do today, this year, every year after this. Just clock in. Don't think about what you're doing being in vain. Don't think that it's not going to work out, because if it wasn't going to work out, you wouldn't be doing it in the first place. You see, the problem with humans is patience. That's my problem. That's your problem. That's a lot of our problems. We don't have patience. We want things right now. We want it now. It's our money. We want it now. We want it now. That's our problem. We just got to embrace the process, though. We have to embrace the journey and clock in. Put one step in front of the other. I'm a runner. I love running. I was a track star in high school, and I just love running. It's my favorite workout now. And I ran a half marathon last summer. It was an unofficial half marathon. I just hit the lakefront and I was just running. And I told myself I'm not going to stop. I may slow down, but I'm not going to stop. No matter how tired I am, no matter how cramped up I get, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other as long as I physically can. And I did it. It's the same thing when it comes to your dreams and with business. Just put one foot in front of the other. Don't worry about speed. Don't worry about getting there fast. Don't worry about getting it instant. Don't worry about getting it tomorrow. Put one foot in front of the other. Clock in. You know the details of your plan. And if you don't have a plan, you know where you want to go. You have the intellectual capacity to figure out how to get there. You know how to get from A to B. Even if it's uncharted territory, you can figure out how to get from A to B. Just clock in and figure things out. Because every time you put something in motion, you put something in practice, every time you get something done that's relevant to what you're doing in your life, that's production. Period. Know that what you just did isn't irrelevant. It was productive, and it was very relevant to your business and to your dreams. And that's what's going to make you grateful. Because the fact that you was able to do it, the fact that you had another opportunity to do it, and the fact that you're getting closer step by step to where you want to be. Don't worry about what social media say. Don't worry about what other people tell you what you need to do and how things need to be this way, and you got to do this and you got to do that. Don't listen to them. Because they ain't got to walk in your shoes. They ain't got to do this for you. They ain't going to clock in for you. Only person that's going to clock in for you is you. So every morning, as long as you get up and as long as you do something relevant to your career, to your entrepreneurship journey, to your dream chasing journey. As long as you do something, that's what matters. If you recognize your anxiety, if you recognize your depression, if you recognize your feelings, you can say, you know what, even though I still feel this way, I know I still got something done. And I know those feelings are going to dissipate eventually. It might not dissipate right now, maybe not tomorrow, but as long as I continue to work on myself, as long as I continue to work on my goals, it's going to go away in due time. That's what it's all about. Just don't let it consume you. Don't waste time being in your feelings. Understand something. Rest days are not wasting time. Rest days are necessary. You have to rest. But when you're not doing something because you're in your feelings, now you're wasting time. Don't waste time. Recognize when things are nagging at you and accept it. And if you gotta rest, rest. But understand that you're gonna come back and you're gonna clock in and you're gonna make things happen and you're gonna get one step closer to your goals. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. Clock in. Don't call off. Clock in. Attack it. Depression telling you that it ain't gonna work out. Anxiety telling you this. Worry telling you this. Okay, cool. I'm still gonna clock in. Even though I'm doubting myself right now, I'm still gonna clock in. And I'm still gonna do the very thing that you're telling me I can't do, or the very thing you're telling me that's not going to work out. I'm still going to do it. That's how you defeat it. That's how you get better. That's how you get more confident. And that's how you're going to be successful. Every entrepreneur, every dream chaser doesn't gain success because they didn't have fear, because they didn't have anxiety, because they didn't have worry, because they didn't have depression. They gained success because they did everything in spite of anxiety, of depression, of worry, because they defeated it and they still clocked in. If this podcast has benefited you in any way, shape, or form, I ask for two things as always. Number one, please leave a 5-star review. And number two, pass it on to a friend who may benefit from it as well. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you next week.